This photo triggered a protest and clash between delivery drivers and police in Hangzhou city in China. A security guard turned the ignition off the scooter of this delivery person, fined the person $30, and forced them to get on their knees. So far, it's very unclear if that person is a woman or a man. But the evolving story so far is that it is a female college student who does delivery on the side, and she had accidentally broken a barrier on the way out of the community living this residential area, and the security guard stopped her. Now, a large number of delivery men dressed in yellow and blue vests and their corresponding colored helmets came out to support her and to protest, screaming, "Apologize, apologize, apologize." Now, these are people from two different delivery apps. One is called Meituan, which is the yellow, and the other is called Ella.me, which is in blue, or the translation is literally, "Are you hungry?" And this led to the clash with police, who later arrived to essentially suppress the protesters in case it gets out of hand for the government. Now, everybody knows that you don't mess with people's food delivery. Hungry people will do crazy things. And the riders' protest quickly took effect. It seems like the Hangzhou police station were also waiting for some of the lunch orders. Just kidding. But they urgently notified that all property management companies asked their security guards not to fine the riders and avoid conflicts with them. Now, the question is, will these security guards listen? All right, just before we continue, if you haven't done already, please check out our merchandise shop at davidzhang.net. Here you'll find some amazing merchandise like this beautifully designed Awesome My Country t-shirt, as well as this Tofu Drag Specialist hat. One of my favorite is this CIA cartoon logo, which is my face rendered into a cartoon and placed on a shirt. So if you want to buy anything related to China Insider and you want to support this channel, consider checking out davidzhang.net, which also includes 3 tiers of membership options. I will be releasing some exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and pictures as we try to document our journey of China Insider. So check out davidzhang.net. Someone even ordered a delivery request to have the delivery person go to the bathroom, drop his kids off at the pool, and then throw it at the security. Those that did participate in the protest, however, will have their delivery account suspended. Not sure if temporary or permanent, and this is being reported online. The government has taken over, and these delivery drivers may have just lost their jobs for wanting to support a fellow worker in the industry. And there was also a live stream at the scene, but it was suddenly cut and the live stream was suspended. And a CCP official made his way onto the scene trying to, I guess, reason, but then he was also quickly escorted away and had bottles and stuff thrown at him on his way out. This has essentially been a culmination of delivery drivers who have to constantly deal with security guards in front of these residential areas. You could say that the guards abuse their power to stop deliveries, but at the same time, it's consistently painting the theme that these people who are living essentially at the bottom of income or at the sort of the food chain, they're miserably fighting each other for these very small sort of gains, to even call them that. After years of videos showing the bottom class in China, by the way, this is what the CCP calls them, the low-end class population or the bottom class, of them having intra-class struggle, security guards blocking delivery drivers, restaurant owners having these disputes and fights with the delivery drivers. Obviously, it's a mixture of power trips, stressful delivery timing, and just competition in general. Some of this stuff is bound to happen at some point. And perhaps the biggest irony of it all is that a movie recently came out in China called Upstream, and it premiered basically just days before this happened. It's about a story of a delivery man who used to be a software engineer, lost his job, had to pay for all the costs that he's racked up over the, basically he had to get the delivery job and somehow succeeding in it. And obviously this was a very distant take from the reality of what delivery driving is like in China. And the movie got criticisms from internet users calling it, quote, robbing poor people's money in a movie theater where rich actors play a job for the poor. Now, obviously, the movie is trying to reflect or paint the reality in China that more people are having to take up delivery jobs because they used to have a high-paying job, but since the economy is so bad, that's not the case anymore. And the main character, like I said in the movie, was a software programmer or software engineer. He was laid off, so basically, his pressure to go make a living doing food delivery. And even though this is like the reality in China, obviously, the question is, the movie is not really pinning the blame on the government or the Chinese Communist Party for causing that reality. What it's doing is depicting this as if it's something that's going to change just because they've started to talk about it. And sure, it's not a good time for this type of movie to come out, because precisely the reason why people were angry that caused the protest to begin with, or trying to vent their frustration, it's because that they know no matter what they do, at the end of the day, they're living through this experience. Whereas the movie, came out amidst this turbulent period. It does make sense if you think about it. If imagine there was a movie about DoorDashers or Uber Eats drivers, and one of them is played by Ansel Elgort, the other one by Zendaya, making $18 an hour doing delivery, you'd be like, damn, I can't relate to that, right? Because they're famous, rich actors. That's the feeling of the Chinese population right now.